Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ plus story for today. I'm Dale Stein, and let's queer up South Florida and Florida. Skimpy men's bathing suits were the star of Miami Swim Week. If you thought last year's swimwear was bold, think again. The skimpiest men's bathing suits were the undisputed stars of Miami Swim Week 2025. The annual swimsuit fashion extravaganza, produced by queer sartorial powerhouse Erik Rosete's Art Heart Fashion, turned up the heat yet again, showcasing barely there briefs, dazzling prints, and body-hugging cuts that left little to the imagination. Trendsetting labels from around the world, including Ca Rio Ca, Coyote Jocks, Mr. Triple X, Joseph Auren, Idol Jose, David Tupaz, Papi Swim, Love for Upcycling, and Henri Costa brought their fiercest and most flamboyant designs to the catwalk. For LGBTQ plus viewers planning a summer escape to P-Town, Fire Island, Rehoboth, or Mykonos, or wherever your hot gay summer takes you, these looks are pure inspiration. Whether you're into neon, mesh, or micro cuts, there's something for every taste and torso. What? Well, a few decades ago, probably, I would have been wearing all of these. Currently, I do not, but I don't mind seeing them. I think it's a great light. Miami Fashion Week also is such a thing. It's such a big brouhaha. Miami Fashion Week is all abuzz just because it's like the going out, the parties after, the doing. Because that's how, Miami is so that.
Yeah, like Basel, not being about art, being about like the parties.
The parties,
right?
Right. Yeah.
Well, this is exactly what I needed to hear, especially since Andrew Christian retired over the weekend.
Right?
I was like,
what's happening?
What do you mean?
Wow. I think the big deal.
Huge.
I was like so affected by that. So when we got this story, I was like, okay, there's other brands, right? I was like, take a breath, Andrew Christian, we love you, okay? Whatever you do, we'll go support, But like one of the fashion designers is someone that we know, Dale, Love for Upcycling, are the people who clothed me for that picture on Brickell that you took.
Of course, yeah.
So how amazing, and I loved that, like Miami Swim Week, I don't know when it started, but back in the day it was mainly it was just women, for the most part, and that was my favorite. But, I enjoy seeing my gay boys, so I love that it's elevated now to the point where it's a lot, and it's also like, it's body conscious. It's not just all thin, skinny rails.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot of inclusivity and a lot of upcycling and a lot of recycled stuff and very minimal clothing in certain areas too, which I really appreciated, So we live for this stuff. This is why we live in Florida, folks.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? Like,
basically year round.
And it gives visibility to our local designers too.
And exposure.
And exposure, yes. So
Literally.
It really is. It's a wonderful thing to get here in Florida.
Yeah.
I remember, Faye, you and I went to Fort Lauderdale Fashion Week.
We did.
A few years ago. And you go to these fashion shows and we always make fun of the people who are sitting there wearing sunglasses. Well, I finally realized why people wear sunglasses at fashion shows. It is so bright.
Right.
Faye and I were sitting there
We're like,
and in the front row, and I'm like, we couldn't see anything. And everyone's there just calm, cool, and collected in their sunglasses. And I'm like,
who are those people squinting?
right. And we were there, front row, Fort Lauderdale Fashion Week, squinting. So we need a do-over.
But now we know.
We need a do-over, yeah.
Yeah, but I have to say, we talk about the bathing suits, and one of the lines that you talked about was leaving little to the imagination, but sometimes it's okay to have an imagination. I mean, I like the fact that, the big boys are represented all, on there, but at the same time, it's like, does it have to be that skimpy that there's no imagination left? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, again, that would be a three-piece suit, Vaughn. Well, I mean, it's a bathing suit.
But you've already seen that. You've already seen, everything. So there's nothing left to imagine.
Well, is it a grower or a shower? You never know.
A grower or a shower. Wow. Well, that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.